Run the thing. Richard out with the game, we no fear it. Pulsechain and rise, I'm in number full of speed. HEX Pulschain, we stop them in on the Rolex. Incentive token, power like diamond, big no flex. It's a Richard out that run the crypto scene. NCC, try to test, but we mash up the scheme. Pulsechain, a bubble every dribble, make it clean. Expand the rise, my bank account looking mean. Lamborghini doors, them a fly like bird. World's largest diamond, on my wrist, that's my word. Rolex for me and every tick, every top. Me invest in the best, nobody watch the stock. Richard out with the game, we no fear it. Pulsechain and rise, I'm in number full of speed. HEX Pulschain, we stop them in my Rolex. Incentive token, power like diamond, big no flex. No walk through the streets, no well car, I Pulsechain at the future, at that we are right. Richard out lead the way, SSC just up the pride. My chain, heavy, my success can't deny. We make the crypto world go down, pay respect. Pulsechain at the move, it's a global project. Incentive token, pay my big checks, me collect. The Lambo them a roll out cash. Richard out with the game, we no fear it. Pulsechain and rise, I'm in Lambo full of speed. HEX Pulschain, we stop them in my Rolex. Incentive token, power like diamond, big no flex. Me say the future bright, me not take no loss. Richard out, mash up the SOC, them not the boss. HEX pa my mind, every dollar me toss. Pulsechain for the people, we never double cross. Rolex pa my wrist, diamonds, them a clean. Lambo them a line up like a royal team. Biggest diamond in the world, my vision like a dream. Richard out, I lead the way. The kid Richard out with the game, we no fear no it. Pulsechain and rise, I'm in Lambo full of speed. HEX Pulschain, we stop them in my Rolex. Incentive token, power like diamond, big no flex. We said the future bright, me not take no loss. Richard out, mash up the SOC, them not the boss. HEX pa my mind, every dollar me toss. Pulsechain for the people, we never double cross. Rolex pa my wrist, diamonds them a gleam. Lambo them a line up like a royal team. Biggest diamond in the world, my vision like a dream. Richard out, I lead the way. Big keep real short round with the game, we no fear no it. Pulsechain and rise, I'm in Lambo full of speed. HEX Pulschain, we stop them in on my Rolex. Incentive token, power like dash, my fly high. For real, we are the dance, the crypto kings. Richard out, I lead with the top of the things. Richard out, I lead with the top of the things.
What the hex is you guys talking about?
Good morning, you guys. When Bob's.
Hello, everyone.
What the heck?
Alanis Morissette, ironic if it was written in 2025.
When your Uber cancels as you step outside, it's like you crack your phone screen on the very first night. Got 200 OF girls, but all you want is a wife. Thousands of followers, but no friends in real life. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like AI winning the art prize like Ozempic. When you're perfectly fine, crypto crashing right after you buy. And who would have thought it figures? Posting hashtag blessed when all you do is cry. Perfect family photo shoot when you fought the whole time. Driving a G-Wagon when money's actually tight. Asking computer doctors for advice on life. Like a sweetest couple with infertility. Then abusive assholes have a dozen babies. Your fitness inspo is just strung out on cocaine. And who would have thought it figures?
I tell you what, if you wanted to make a lot of money in the world, telling big stories is something that I see all the time. People tell you a big story to get your money, and they never do anything they said they were going to do. It's called a scam. I don't like this. So
on some raw bass, you know, like I want to rock right now.
Now
I'm raw bass and I came to get
down. I'm not internationally known,
but I'm known to rock the microphone because I get stupid. You see,
I mean,
outrageous. Did you hear that? Outrageous, he said.
We're old. We're old. Oh, that's funny
where-
that you would say that. Angry hamster in the house.
What the EHEX?
What the EHEX is the world coming to?
Oh man. What's up, you guys?
Long coins pumping. EHEX pumping.
It's the welcome to What the EHEX.
What a EHEX.
We did a sweet 3x on EHEX in the last
Yeah, Peter.
Wow. After going 99% down, it's awesome.
It's
Peter?
pretty awesome, yes.
I don't know about you guys, but
10%.
I was dreading this show. I was dreading coming on today. I don't know why. I mean, it's a green day. Everything's great. We got the rate cut.
Hi, RH Max.
Shall we say hi to the chat before we start the show? Because we have actually 60 people watching.
That's the one thing I don't
live
dread
already
is saying hi to the people in the show.
at the gate. We got Crypto Knight first. Congrats. Avalon second. DJ and Dougie with the When Bubs.
Now Bubs. Peter?
Yeah.
Now Bubs.
Hex on. No man Bubs. Hex on air checking in. Maddie Lambo has got a wrench.
Yes. All right.
RH Max tuning in. We got a Wookiee on the chain.
Wookiee in the chains.
We got a scammer bot on Twitch. That's nice. Shout out to you as well.
Shout out to the scammers.
Sound out Sandy
Click
Beach.
the link.
Duke of Booze. Hans is here. Good day. Hey. Indican is moving as well. Damn.
What do you know?
What do you know? Hexpedition, good looking out. So Light, tuning in. Believe in yourself. Raymondo is here. Raymondo Ray.
Wow.
Man, that's a live chat. You
are these people that like saw last show and then decided to become regulars? Because that's pretty cool. Thank you, Saint Wolf.
I'm thinking Jimmy Kimmel.
They're waiting for the drama.
I'm pretty happy we've been rather nice about it. So because you can't get canceled these days, huh?
Well, okay. So we're gonna jump right into it, huh?
Oh my god.
Well, the Jimmy Kimmel. But before you go, so I think what he said about the Charlie Kirk wasn't actually that terrible. It was more. It's to do with Trump, really, and he is known to be a critic or making fun of Trump. And
no. Okay, so I'll concede that this is but a straw that broke the camel's back. But as a viewer, I'll admit I've been watching Jimmy Kimmel for a long time.
You watching him? I've never really.
Look. Okay, so
clips. Yeah.
He's funny.
Okay, so in the Trump 1.0, I was watching him regularly, and just, I thought that the jabs were funny. I like to see comedians and that take jabs at politics, obviously, but he seemed a little bit more. He's got like this vendetta, type of thing, where he thought that he would be the spokesperson to get all the jokes about Trump, and he had some good writers, and it was funny 1.0. The thing that I couldn't abide, though, is when he took a turn during the last. I mean, and he did joke about Biden a lot during the Biden presidency, so that was excellent.
If you
that was a
didn't
funny
joke
time.
about Biden, then
He did lots of. What's that, Peter?
If you didn't joke about Biden, that would be very suspicious, because Biden he's just not with us. He's like Richard. He's here but not here.
Yeah. He's a walking gaff mine, exactly. So, but I thought that Jimmy Kimmel took a turn for the end of his career was when he Trump won the last election, and he got up there and started blubbering and crying.
Yeah, he cried, right?
That was when I said,
that
okay,
was
this
weird.
is, yeah. Then my lens kind of focused in, and I said, I tried to give him laughs during his monologue. I would only tune in for the monologues. I would try to give him laughs, but I couldn't even do it. And when I saw this last one on Monday, my wife reminds me that I was like on my way to the dinner table. We were watching it, and I leaned over the couch when he said that line about, no, it was the right is trying so hard to convince you that this shooter was not one of their own. That was the thing that cost him his career.
Yes.
And I leaned over
and
the
that
couch.
he grieves like a 4-year grieves over his goldfish.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That joke about
that was after, and the ballroom.
The ballroom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I think that the thing that they're clipping, though, is that line about
first line. Yeah.
Yeah. The line about it's clearly a right-wing radical that assassinated this person. And I leaned over the couch and I yelled and I said, he can't say that. He can't say that. It's in very poor taste. And my wife said, settle down. And I'm like, no, he can't say. That's gonna be the end.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it was.
A few hours later, it happened.
Yeah.
I remember he had a funny bit about a year ago when, what's this porn star name? Stormy Daniels?
Stormy Daniels, yeah.
And he had her on the show. And I don't know if you've seen that, but he did this bit where he had this plaque they pulled out, and it had 4, like they wanted to, what is the size or the shape of Donald Trump's dick? That was the question to her. And it had these 4 mushrooms.
Yeah.
And that was hilarious. So he's always been like a Trump, go and get her whenever, he was on trial. And that's also then, you have to kick a man when he's lying down, when he was going through during these trials. So, but yeah.
I don't blame him for that,
the world
though.
works, by the way.
Look, look.
No, society doesn't want weak links in them. Like, if you fail, then society will kill you. It's just how it is.
But what does this do for free speech?
Okay. I think it...
If you think about J.D. Vance coming to Germany and lecturing the German politicians that the AfD party with their, far-right rhetoric can't say everything that they want on public media, that is the critique, that we would be criticizing freedom of speech here, which is not the case at all. It's one of the most freest countries that you can live in. You can say all kind of shit here, just not any Nazi shit because of our past. And then you see this Jimmy Kimmel getting canceled for making jokes which may have been acceptable or not acceptable. That's always the satire debate.
Well,
how does that work together?
Life is not fair.
Life is not
fair. That's good. Okay. So let me think about this. Steve Martin had a great stand-up line, okay? And that is, a woman sat next to me on a plane and said, "Mind if I smoke?" And I leaned back over to her and said, "Mind if I fart?" So the idea behind that is you're free to do things within the law, and you're free to speak your mind, but you're also free within the law to expect consequences. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think anybody debates.
Just watch what you say.
Well, no, freedom of speech, but know where your bread is buttered, right? If you have a sensitive to the whole Charlie Kirk thing, or personal friends of the Kirk family that are the parent owners of a lot of the terrestrial broadcasting distribution of 30 fucking states that run your freaking your feeds.
Yeah.
Maybe you should take that into consideration when they tell you, okay, you said this, we're not happy. We'd like you to maybe apologize.
Yeah.
You don't dig in your heels and say, fuck you, fuck my cast, fuck all the producers and everybody that makes my show happen, fuck my whole career, fuck it all. I'm putting it on the line for that one line. That's your prerogative. You can make that decision. That's freedom of decision for your career. Yep. Don't you think?
I'm not quite sure where to put this, because if I'm thinking back during the Bush years, all of these guys made the most insane jokes about George Bush and the Iraq War and all of that. And now with Trump, it's different now. So
you're misconstruing a joke with a statement. Okay. The thing that I quoted was not a joke. A joke was, His Highness in Chief made this gaffe, and look how stupid he is. What he said was, the right is trying their damnedest to pin this on the left, and it's not true. It's the right. Basically, he's insinuating that. It's a statement. So let me put it to you this way. You're a person that owns a controlling share of a terrestrial broadcasting system in Germany, and somebody gets on and says, you know what? This whole history about some certain things in your past are all wrong. The true problem with that whole thing was that we were framed and there were no victims, and it didn't happen the way you said it did. And you're the owner of that terrestrial station. Now, you have family that directly suffered from that thing, as you do, right? Let's say that you reach out to that person that said that and said, hey, bro, I got to cut this feed because I know it's not true, and I think it's not true. Do you think you're limiting freedom of speech, or are you cutting freedom of misinformation in the bud?
Yeah.
Which one is it? Which one would you do?
Well, that's the defense in this case then for what the right would say, that he was trying to incite this division, right, between left and right. He was going for that. So that could be something I can agree.
Inciting riot is against the law. He was not inciting riot. So
no, he wasn't.
No. So inciting division is not that will not trump freedom of speech, right? So anyway, this is a very heavy subject, and it's very silly.
And the chat hates us for it. Like
exactly.
Shut up about. Don't talk.
Let's get past it. It's a Green Day. Don't talk. Let's all agree that no one should be killed for any reason.
If Jimmy Kimmel doesn't have hacks, we don't care.
That's right. That's true.
Don't market him. Market hacks.
He failed to sacrifice.
Why are we talking about some retard that said some stupid shit?
Yes.
There are always things you cannot talk about.
Because the hex is still
if
going
you don't
sideways.
know what you cannot talk about, then it's his fault. I'm sorry. Like he should know better. He pays a lot of money to some people to watch his work. So yeah, I'm sorry, Jimmy. You said the wrong words.
You fucked around and found out.
And you found out.
Yeah.
You should have known better.
Speaking of before we get on to the Powell stuff,
Yes.
DJ, I was interested to see a post this morning. I mean, I saw it this morning. It could have been yesterday. Hexagon actually put the question to Lark Davis, that fucktard Lark Davis. He says, why don't you talk about Hex Pulse or, anything like that, Pulsechain? And Lark Davis actually read the comment and muddled around for an answer as to why I don't like Hex for a number of reasons. But it's just like just look at it. I mean, like what fags? I mean, he couldn't come up with a legitimate reason.
Wow.
But he did reveal, though, he only likes to talk about stuff where he owns a bag.
Right.
And so he can dump it on his
that's
viewer.
the reason he doesn't get paid for it. That's it.
He's good. Yes.
But it's
He's
interesting that he would
650,000
engage
viewers.
a hexagon in a debate. Me, he blocked straight away. Tone Vase blocked. Can't talk to these people.
Yeah, but it was it was interesting to see him break through, and he got him to muddle through a really bad comment, and another comment actually flashed on the screen. It says, "Yeah, but he beat the SEC. That's pretty fucking cool, right?" And Lark Davis is like, "Yeah, I guess that's cool, but he's not the only one that's beaten the SEC. I mean, look at XRP. I mean, that's really that's a straw man freaking argument. It's like, yeah, so Superman can run real fast, but there's so many people the Flash can run fast too." Brother, shut the fuck up, man. Richard didn't settle. He saw it through and he didn't pay anything because he's found exonerated on every count.
All of them. All them Johns.
All of them. Yeah, that's fighting the SEC and winning.
Even the software is free, not just Richard. Also, HEX Pulschain.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. Nobody realizes that the defendants in the case were the tokens.
Yes. And they said it's not a scam. And with the money, he can do whatever he wants to.
Yes.
And how is it a scam when he has delivered the Pulsechain? Without limit orders, Peter, but still, it's there.
Yeah.
Maddie Lambo says Trump has a huge dick. Well, not according to Stormy Daniels in that segment, but what do I know? I just play the music.
He has a huge money dick. That's what I would say, yes.
So Powell cut the rates yesterday, and before that there was major FUD on the interwebs that the market would crash and crypto would crash along with it, but no, everything is great.
There was an attempt to crash the crypto, but
yeah, not really. I mean, this is the S&P 500 bullish.
Yeah. What a crash, man.
Dow Jones
all-time high.
Bullish. Dow Jones actually pumped. This green candle was this one was just yesterday. This one was during the announcement. Gold goes down, which is what we like to see. Gold is topping. Even though it's super all-time highs. But Bitcoin is moving. It's just been rejected at 118K. So, that's fine. Also, Gerrit van Lagen, friend of the show.
Van Lagen, friend of the show.
He has theorized here that he envisions 4 more rate cuts this year.
What?
So that it might go down to...
The Fed said 2 more.
Well...
What is smoking? Who is this yankee?
So that 2 more would be 350 to 375. And he sees this going down to 3 even. Huh?
This year. Okay.
I don't think so.
Well,
didn't Powell say he's in no rush to do anything like this?
Yeah.
Jeez, man. Gert van Lagen for president.
Exactly.
And Guatemala, maybe.
In other news, Trump launched, what is this? American Bitcoin on the NASDAQ.
All right.
What?
Yeah. What is this? It's a company called American Bitcoin. ABTC.
ABTC.
I have no idea.
No
idea. And it's a money grab. I can tell you right now.
Yeah, it's the new GBTC, but for ABTC. Great, good job.
But that just happened. So we got the tablets. Get the
Oh,
tablets
Jesus
out.
fucking Christ. They are pumping.
This is the OG tablet. Peter is shocked.
How did you get one? How much money did you pay?
Peter is fooled.
We're getting to that story. They're out heavy on eBay right now. So people are
$1,055.
I see 5,555.
$54 for international shipping.
Buy it now.
Fucking shitting me.
Yeah, man.
I got this a lot cheaper though, but it's
How
crazy
much?
what people are
How
paying.
much, please?
$2 on Temu.
With the hex bullshit?
Oh, of course not.
No, you idiot.
I made this.
Okay, I'm
made
ordering.
this.
I'm ordering right now, and I will resell on eBay.
I should sell this actually. This is the what the hex OG tablet.
The black version, black edition.
The black edition, exactly. But we had news of some people on Twitter who. Oh, whoops! I don't want to be sharing
It's
my
pumping more.
my DMs here.
It has better ROI than Hex.
It's awesome.
So that's how they're shipping out. And for weeks, we're trying to get a Wild SJ on the show to, give us an inside scoop of what's happening at the warehouses in Murrieta, California. Mm-hmm. That's where the operation, boots on the ground, Hexagon.
And this was just the first container.
First container.
Yep,
According to Crypto Coffee, he estimates 30,000 are already in the process of being mailed out or are already mailed out, which is a lot. And they're still looking for volunteers to cover shifts.
Peter will take
someone can
eight
sell this bullshit for $1,000.
Yes.
500x.
They're looking for people who can move boxes around, who can drive the van between the port and the warehouse and back to the post service, stamp lickers, anything. So if you are...
Peter is the best stamp licker.
If you got some free time on your hands, contact the RS Griffin Foundation, contact Wild SJ. So everybody, RG3 is involved. Everybody's very busy getting to work there to get this stuff to market. And this is the label, right? This is what's on the outside. I mean, this was already last week's news, but we had a great guest on last week. Shout out to Saint Wolf. We had 1,500 people tuning in for that episode. Also 8 dislikes, 8 thumbs down, which we never had before.
Wow, that means we made it.
So a bit polarizing subjects, of course, in the beginning with Charlie Kirk and all that. But still, many people tuned in. So thank you very much for the support. So what does it say on here? We sent you this valuable item so that you like us. Welcome to Pulsechain. We hope you like us and learn about free and open source technology. And then it goes on about the Ethereum price, how great that was, and wouldn't you be involved in something at the bottom of its price action now? You're one of the first people in the world to receive this device. With many more shipping soon. It's smart to learn about new tech. Then we accept donations. Of course, they have to mention this. And then is a disclaimer about, no financial advice. Did
you see the warnings of the haters online warning each other? Don't hook it up to your internet
to your Bluetooth.
Don't Bluetooth it to your phone. It's gonna hack you.
And inside it has this cheat sheet from Rich's tweet where he announced it. So
I didn't see this. What is this?
That's cut out, and they put that in. Enhanced. You see that?
They cut it. Is it cut square or is it? It's actually
It's pretty much what he said on the tweet. Like, go paperless, save trees, replace battery, lasts for years. I'm doing the testing. Always on screen writing. Colorful screen looks great.
Colorful if you like
button,
green. Yeah.
erase lock switch. That is true. It has a lock switch on the back. It's light and durable. Kids love it.
LCD technology.
Cutting edge.
Without limit orders.
Kids love it. Quiet, focused, fun, no mess. That's actually true. I did the test on some kids, and they were doodling away for a good hour. So kids really.
Oh, nice.
Kids
1 hour of quiet.
Yes. Yep. Peace and quiet. Yeah, and that's the OG tablet. So what you see here is that the wording at the bottom, it says reliable. You know, it says free coins, Pulschain.com, reliable, hex.com. And the ones that are out on eBay, they don't say reliable. They say get rich.
Seems a little bit out of character. That's an expectation.
Yeah. Hex, get rich. Like we would never put something out, get rich. So I actually think...
Get Richard.
I think someone made these to sell.
You think so?
It's Richard creating advertisement on eBay. He's typing all the time. He's creating one after each other. It's all Richard, man. Don't be fooled.
Look, in my experience in contract manufacturing, especially in China, I would tell you that it's not uncommon once these things hit eBay and collect, like, let's say $50. These things are like outrageously priced. That the contract manufacturer says, "Hang on a second, we got a whole bunch of those. We can just rev up,
and
you know, $1,000 for $1,000. We paid for the entire batch." So,
but you
look
see
out
here
for those
at the bottom above the Hex logo, it says "Get Rich," and the OG tablet it says "Reliable." So it's weird that there are two versions out there like that.
Where does it say it's shipping from? Marietta, California.
California.
I'm just joking.
Hialeah, Florida, actually. You see?
Florida.
From Florida. Interesting. Papa B, you're the Inspector Gadget here. You see?
Well,
and then also this asshole got one. Looks
like he's in Florida.
Let's listen in. Yeah, this could be it.
Yesterday, I got an offer from a hexician to purchase these 2 tablets that I received in the mail. I will be selling these tablets for $150 to this man. What's up, brother? How's it going? It's not every day you get to meet your exit liquidity. I get to look in the eye of the man who buys the scam tablets. Pleasure. Nice to meet you. You want to see the merch over here?
Sir, absolutely.
You got to inspect, make sure that it's all in order. Right? Where's it going? Where's it going?
Right next to my Richard Hart shrine.
You have a shrine?
Of course.
We all have a Richard Hart shrine.
Make sure it's all there. Make sure all the ingredients. Oh, it even comes with the sticker.
Yes, sir. Right next to my Red Bull cans. So you don't understand about heart Nazis.
That's an inside joke.
We love to be exit liquidity.
That's awesome. All right, well, 150. Let's see it. 150. Count it out. One.
Cha-ching.
Oh, 2.
That's 150 I have. The rest of it's in the ecosystem.
$100. 150.
The rest of it is 99% down. We love it. Thank you, brother.
Yesterday, I got... That's how we love
it.
That's great.
Imagine what it's gonna be like to be like Chinese reseller looking at the eBay listings, and he's like,
okay.
Losing his mind.
Easy, Peter.
But shout out to Gabriel Haynes. He's really pushing the marketing with that, you know. And it's he has 61K followers, a crypto influencer, and he's having some fun with it. Also, this other post that we saw, the lady that complained about it, Richard is sending out another scam to get me to buy Hex. That was the first one we've seen. That shit has 500,000 impressions on Twitter.
You
so
mean
that's the real marketing power. With
the real marketing.
She's the what kind of specialist is she?
Yeah, the mid with M something. I forgot. Mitkin.
No. Not like
mittens.
Mittens.
Get sweater mittens.
I forgot. I forgot. I had it queued up last week, but no, I don't have it.
She's like social something expert.
Yes.
She's such an expert
Psychology.
that she creates a tweet promoting this shit. That's like next level expert. Like, thank you for your service.
DJ Ducky says, doesn't Rackham live in Florida?
Oh god.
Oh boy.
In a non-existent building, yes.
Let's check
With
chat.
his ex-wife.
What do you got to say for yourself? Archmax says, pump my bags. Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is
Miss
pumping.
Avalon, good to see you. Sigma's Club. When pump? Good question.
This marketing thing is working though.
Yeah.
We're getting it out there.
Things take time. Richard put out the tweet there and says, how long did it take when you found out about new technology to actually buy in?
10 days.
So, yeah.
Well, half a year.
Exactly. That's what I responded to him. I was like, when it's about crypto, it took me half a year back then from learning about it to actually buying in. So that's kind of the time span I guess we have to think here. Then again, in other bits, when it's about Chinese kitchen appliances that look interesting and you don't really need, that only takes me a day or two to buy. So if it's bullshit,
if it's at Costco, right?
Yeah, it's at Costco.
You're like, hey, I'll get this ninja, bread maker and sausage bender. I don't know, for like, for $10.
Super Hex has the inside scoop here. The one he sold the video to confessed that it was him who listed it on eBay. Wow, that's double whammy. So he spent
Congrats to you,
$150,
sir. Making money wherever you can.
Is trying to do a quick 3x.
So that guy sold it on eBay. He listed on eBay. The same guy that bought it for $150 for two.
Yes,
that's how you do it.
That's genius. Yes. That's genius. So he's $710 and Quattro Cinco for the Pulsechain HEX LCD tablet. But again, we urge you, they might be counterfeit because they say get rich, and the OG one says reliable. So,
well,
I
think it's all good PR, man. It's good marketing.
The real stuff. It is, yeah.
Okay.
I think we have an obligation to bid that up. Bid it up like 10,000x and then don't pay.
Exactly.
That's good marketing.
Yeah, on a fake account.
Season's Greetings keeps ringing in my ears like every day. Is it Season's Greetings is in the cards? You guys think?
Santa Claus rally?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
The Halloween effect.
With the 6 months, let's say 4 months, could totally work out. But we'll have to see. What is this crmclick.io? Papa B, you pointed this out in our private chat. That this is some sort of centralized exchange who listed Pulsechain and PRC20. I never heard of it, but
proceed cautiously.
Yeah.
But again, it's marketing. You send it out there, people get a little bit of a flutter of Twitter over it, and then wait to see if there's stability. We know which dexes we are going to trade on, right?
Just don't use it. It's that simple.
Yes. Until it's proven the test of time, I would say shy away. Unless, maybe Pateas or some aggregator in our community is going to draw from something liquidity pool. Yeah, it's going to go through that. It'll be the cheapest until it shows up on the routing. Then I would say it's proceed with caution.
We got a super chat from RH Max.
What?
Bro, what the hex are you doing? You don't have to do any of this. We have a super chat, 55 USD. Thank you so much. What is 1 cent?
Tablet, man.
Wait.
Buy a tablet. What is 1 cent on the way to $10?
Hold on. Is that a super chat or did he just type super chat colon?
Could be.
No, that's like legit super chat.
That's legit?
It's legit super chat. Thank you.
What are you doing showering us with
Where are you people getting money to buy, to send super chats? to buy $2 tablets for $1,000. Like, what is happening?
The world is crazy, Peter.
The world is crazy. Johnny Chaos in the chat. Good to see you.
Hey, Johnny Chaos.
Reactivate your Twitter. Come on, Johnny. What are you doing? We need that wisdom of yours from the from the dungeon, sir. Larp Davis, the crypto LARP. That is true. And also Greylock said here the trash talking. We spoke about this earlier. Happened during the Q&A towards the end. So that was actually on YouTube then, or.
Yes.
I thought it was just a Twitter exchange. Wow, that's even
even
bigger
YouTube.
than
It was live
because many people watch him. Unfortunately,
he was just all stumbling, all tripping all over himself to try to answer. I just don't. That's the logo. The logo says scam all over it. I mean, there's reasons. Too many I can not even get into now.
I have to go and rewatch that. Liberty Swap, the leading exchange that we have, the bridge, the alternative bridge. Is the bridge fixed, by the way? Because there was a problem with the bridge. Even Richard tweeted about it and said flawless uptime.
Flawless uptime. Bridges safer.
But also there was some FUD with Liberty Swap that they had not enough liquidity at one time, and that people could bridged in but didn't get the result at the other end.
Say what?
There was a long queue and they had to add and scramble for additional liquidity to...
That was a while ago, wasn't it?
Get everybody what they wanted. I'm just saying though, so it's all a bit shaky sometimes.
It's crypto.
But I hope they got it fixed. Anyway, they're saying PayPal is doing PayPal Links is a new launch where you can send money as quick as sending a text message to someone, and they think that crypto will be next, and that it's going to be the future, that you can send crypto maybe through PayPal as quick as sending a text message. Wouldn't that be nice for global adoption and our bags?
They had crypto, I think. They just removed the...
Yeah, they are not really...
What?
It's not real crypto. It's just
yeah.
It's crypto.
They were once all big about it, and then is silence at the moment.
You can't take it off of their interface.
It's like Rebbe Wallet. They had all the Pulsechain good stuff. Now they don't have it. And I guess they will re-allow it. They will just /enable.
Yes. Hey, wait, isn't Toby has he cleaned his nuts yet, or what's going on? Where's Toby?
Toby's in the green room.
Yes.
Well, it's time to get him here to pump our bags.
Shall we unleash the dragon?
Unleash him. Bring out the gimp.
Unleash the HEX.
Celebration.
Crack-a-tinny, my brother.
Green candles today.
We even have Johnny Chaos tuned in right now. So
do we really?
It's one of the big
Johnny.
HEX advocates out there.
Goes out to you, my friend.
I'm sure he likes any hex though, like we all do. So, but it's interesting. We saw the ratio.
I do discriminate, DJ. Okay.
Shut up, Peter. Peter is a hex racist.
Should we bury the lead or start with that one?
Start with that one.
Yeah. Okay,
so the ratio is 3-1 right now. Where's this going, Toby?
Where is it heading? All I do is I just read the tea leaves, baby. I just look at the charts. I don't tell you for sure what's what. But we'll check it out. It's fun. All right, so let me grab that one.
Grab that while you do that. Any thoughts?
Because I've got them all queued up in order like I normally do. But let me get that one.
And where's Toby's title card, Mister?
Oh yeah.
Runs the show. Come on, in a segment that we lovingly call EA with Toby.
Still.
And it says Toby won. Really, if you're really listening to it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not on cue today. I'm all over the place.
It's okay. We know why.
Johnny says I will be back when HEX breaks a penny. Yes, sir. That's the bullish. What breaks a penny?
You know what? For those of you that have been
not
around
big
for a
enough.
minute, shout out to Post Polar. Post Polar was one of my favorite creators in our space. He's not as active anymore.
Yes.
And he had a great song that was a remix. It was called, I think it was 10,000 Hex to a penny.
Under a penny.
Yep.
Under a penny, whatever the title was. But
Very
it was
talented.
a banger, dude. It was a banger. But for whatever
It's the
reason,
greatest.
see, I think maybe some copyright issues, perhaps, because it was like, but
Yeah,
he
it
had
was
to
a
make that
parody
private.
tune.
And
But
it
we
was a
can play
parody,
it.
which well, it was a parody, which means that he should have been fined. But you know, I mean, if a lawyer reaches out to you, then typically the good move is like take it down until you get things resolved. So I don't know, maybe something like that's going on. But dude, I was thinking of that song the other day because HEX is like a 3x away from a penny again. And then I remembered that song that I love so much and could not find it. So anyhow, so here's the trick, my friends. If you are ever curious on how to do what I'm getting ready to do here with the old HEX chart, you find on Deck Screener the HEX chart. So you can see it up here, right? Then you go to the little three dots. On mobile, it's different, but you find where you can invert the pair. Then you take that chart and you change the denomination from in HEX terms to USD terms, and that will bring you this lovely chart, which is the ratio between HEX and HEX. Pardon my alert going off here. Let me turn that off. Sorry about that, guys. So here's
counterintuitive.
So here's what's
Shouldn't it
interesting.
be hex
Here's
player?
what's fun. Here's what's fun. Papa, zip it. Here's what's fun. If you look back at the very beginning, this is back in May of 23 when Pulsechain launched, right? And initially it was right there at like a very close to a 1-to-1, like, you know, on Go. And that was on the 31st is when this chart started. So we know that it actually started 2 weeks before that on the 13th of May. So we don't have that initial crazy action that happened like in the first few days, right. On this chart. So this chart, I think, conveniently starts off when it had settled back around 1.1. Way out here is when we had the crazy move, which is actually a year out. It was a year out on May of 24.
Mid-ish May.
When we had the giant spike at the 10-to-1 ratio. So a lot of times people think, and I'm not really sure what the exact movement was at the very beginning in May of 23, but in May of 24, we had that giant 10-to-1 ratio that happened. And it was like, oh man, everybody traded all their EHEX or PHEX at that one. No, they didn't. There wasn't that much volume. There were some people that caught that trade, and good for you, I guess, if that's, you know, what you wanted to do. You know, very volatile times. But where the bread and butter was, if you ask me, was right in this little section here where it was just oscillating. If you remember on the ink charts we were looking at, we had who the F is Keith Waring on, and we talked about it at length.
Yes.
But, you know, whenever you get a rolling pattern like this, it's a trader's dream because you can just, you know, sell the top of it, buy back at the bottom of it, rinse and repeat, sell the top of it, buy back at the bottom of it. So I did do some ratio trading from EHEX and PX in this range. And then March of 24 was also what was the pivotal historical moment in March of 24? Anyone?
The tweet.
The death tweet. Right. So a lot of people like to attribute that to Richard killing the EHEX chart. I don't think Richard had any intention of killing the EHEX chart. He was pointing out the obvious, which was, hey, there's a ton of economic energy that goes into the Ethereum charts by us spending money there, whether it's ending stakes, whether it's starting stakes, whether it's doing swaps, whatever. So he was obviously at the year anniversary, essentially, of his own chain, like, hey, why are you guys not over here yet? It's like it's way more efficient. It was literally the impetus of all of this was that Hexicans who had staked and were getting, you know, butt fondled by the S load.
Butt fondled.
I was trying to think of a nicer way to say it.
Ball gargled.
By the S load function, and we're paying some exorbitant Ethereum fees to end stakes. And it's like, you know, I infamously have shared my own experience where I had like 3 or 4 in a row because it's like I had no idea about staking ladders and I was just throwing shit in there, and I had like 3 or 4 stakes like literally a day apart. And every single one of them was like $1,500 in Ethereum to end those stakes. Now, at the time, those hex stakes were worth a tremendous amount of money, so I wasn't as bothered. But still, you know, $1,500 is like for a fee. Come on. So Richard was, you know, also very upset by such things, and that was, you know, what prompted him to go pulse in his shorts and decide, like, ding, light bulb. Maybe I can get my own chain and call it Pulsechain. So, anywho, so that's the that's
get a bill. One with the Billy. Billion.
One Billy. That's all I need. So anyhow, so that's that giant spike, right? That's when the HEX price went way down. The PHEX price went up some around that time. So we got this big differential in ratio. So, you know, obviously this white channel, because you know me and my channels, I put this in way back here when I was actively trading this range. And, you know, and then boom, it just blew right out of that channel, and it looked like, oh my God, it's never coming back. Okay, well, I'm done with my ratio trading days, and let's just keep an eye on it. So since then, I've been watching, right? And then what appears to my wondering eyes is another channel, which is this yellow ascending parallel channel. And, you know, we found our top, you know, once things settled down here from this big blow off top at the 10-to-1 ratio, almost 11-to-1, it kind of settled down. Came down, found the midline, came down here and found a bottom, which was curiously the top of the previous white channel. So I had some confluence there, so I felt pretty confident. And then as I watched it start to march its way back up, I'm like, you know what? I bet it's going to top right there. And it did. But, you know, this is not a chart I share a lot, but I watched it with glee in my little weird TA brain. I'm like, ha, 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 I got it right. And I didn't trade it, but it's like I saw what I was expecting. And then as it started to come back down, I'm like, do we have another channel? And sure enough, we did. We had this descending white parallel channel coming back down as it came back down out of this ascending yellow. Then we broke down. We didn't get the full measured move down. The full measured move down at that point, if you guys remember, the measured move of a parallel channel is the height of the channel. So had we gotten that, we would have gone back to around 1-to-1. So I thought, oh shit, here we go. Maybe we're going to really dump back down here and get back down to around 1-to-1. And this was in February of 25. That did not occur. We fell short of that mark. And instead, what we did is we marched right along the top of that previous channel. We bounced off of it multiple times. These are all 3-day candles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 15 days worth of bouncing off of the top of this previous channel and just went sideways. Then as we started to come back up, I'm like, okay, well, now we're decisively breaking out of this white descending channel. And what do we move? Typically, when you break a channel, the height of the channel. And lo and behold, when we broke the white channel back to the upside, we went nearly to the tick and got up to about a 6.6-to-1 ratio. And coincidentally, where was it hitting? The previous bottom of the yellow ascending channel. So we had significant resistance there. We got a tweezer top on the 3-day, which is significant. And I'm like, okay, this rolled over. Wonder what's going to happen. It's different than a scissor.
All I can see is head and shoulders.
Head and shoulders.
Head and shoulders. I'm getting there. I was saving the best for last. So, so if you want to do patterns, you know, because I know these boys love head and shoulders. Here. Then what you can
say all this to say
is right here. You can go head and shoulders.
Nice.
Ding. Now, so what do you have? You got your left shoulder.
Oh boy!
Right around here, because we're doing with candle closes, not the wicks.
The future is bright.
Sorry, St. Wolf.
HEX.
HEX, Peter.
Head,
HEX,
right shoulder. Now, so that's pretty much, we're damn near complete. Now, I'm going to get that out of there just because, you know, before people panic.
It would be a shame if it failed.
We're currently at a 3.15 to 1 ratio. The big test for those that care to watch it, and just, you know, I find this immensely entertaining. I've got bags of both. I'm not doing any ratio trading at this point. It's like, you know, I'm happy to sit and watch. It's like I've got PHEX, I've got EHEX. It's like I love that, you know, and often I've said this many times over the years. A lot of the people that are leaning too hard in one direction in the PHEX EHEX debate have bags to sell you. That is the long and the short of it. Yep. Some of them have like a real philosophical slant in one direction or the other, and they have strong beliefs around it, and that's fine. But there are others, bro, that it's scumbaggery, you know, and they're counter trading what they're telling you. It's happened time and again. Look at it literally on every meme chart. Every rug pull, the people that are promoting it when it goes wee are the ones that are trying to fucking dump it on you or get ready to rug it, and then as it crashes down, it's like it's crickets. You don't hear anything, right? So same shit. It's like it's the nature of the Wild West shit show that we live in. So it is what it is. So be aware of that. But the range to watch, the top of this previous white channel and also the neckline of our bing, 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 bing head and shoulders is around the 2.7 to 1 ratio. So if we continue to push down here, it will be really interesting to me if we bounce off of this, maybe go sideways and start to curl back up, or if we break back down into it. If we break back down into it, I'll be happy to talk about it again next week if you guys want. And then we'll be looking at other areas of support and resistance. The midline, you can see here where it really, like it got resistance at the midline, support at the midline, support at the midline, and then boom, it just like rode that midline for months right through here. So it would be something I would expect is this midline area to be in play again, which is about 1.8 to 1 ratio. And then down at the bottom of that previous channel is around 1.2 to 1 ratio. And then the all-time low of the ratio is pretty much 1 to 1.
Yeah, but that's the alpha right here, because if we break down from this head and shoulders, we are in parity territory, my friend.
I mean, and not everybody knows this, but the breakdown of a head and shoulders is the height of the head to the neck.
That's right.
If you want to really just fucking
1 to 2, here we come.
Okay, so here's the go. So if we do this and we go, okay, here's the neckline and there's the tippity top of the head, and we say, okay, we're going to break down from that. Imagine the gnashing of teeth if effectively we go to about a 1.25 to 1 ratio the other way, to where EHEX is actually higher than PHEX by a considerable margin.
And maybe all these tablet people stay on Ethereum, which is not what we like, but it's,
dude, here's my argument. It's like, if it's a no coiner,
and Hex
where are they going first? Think about it. Where are they going first? Like, I mean, I don't know how many onboards that our viewers have gotten. My experience has been over and over and over again over the years that I've been doing this, is that they want the Ethereum Hex first. I mean, even since, obviously before Pulsechain was a thing, but even after, like most of the time, they are more comfortable with Ethereum. They know about Ethereum. There's a certain tipping point with a lot of people where they just glaze over and you can't teach them anything else. They've just maxed out. It's like it's all they can handle. So if you can get them at least as far as like, hey, here's your MetaMask wallet, and here's your Trezor, and here's how you set it up, and you got your Coinbase account, and you moved your USDC and your Ethereum over. Now you're going to go ahead and take that in your MetaMask account. You're going to go to a DEX, and you're going to go ahead and swap your Ethereum and your USDC. Keep some Ethereum because you're going to need that for gas for some EHEX. And then they're like, okay, that's enough, dude. That's enough. It's as far as I can go. It's like, but wait. There's a bridge. And if you go to the bridge, that's going to take you to Valhalla. And then over there, it's like you can do all these same things for much cheaper. And there's also Pulsex, and there's also Ink, and they're like, stop, I can't do it. I'll call you later. Let me see how this goes.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that's been my real life experience, and that has shaped my opinion on a lot of this. This isn't that I'm like an EHEX maxi and fuck me. None of that. Bro, I got bags. I'm a validator, for Christ's sake. I'm a validator. If I hated on the Pulsechain shit, why would I be validating? And why wouldn't I be selling my Pulse to go buy more EHEX or buy something else entirely? Nah, that's right. I'm fairly equally weighted in all 5 RH tokens. So if we want to go from the top of the normal routine, let's go to Bitcoin, and then we'll run through the rest. Cool? So I don't keep you guys all night.
Yep.
All right. Unless anyone had questions about that chart, because that is a fun one. That's a
no, I just want to
reaffirm
before we get canceled here, like Jimmy Kimmel, that the reason
because we're celebrating the death of the ratio bros.
The reason for Pulsechain, we love Pulsechain, is that all the, because the chat's going on about the fees on Ethereum, although I have to say the GUI is gay, and today the GUI is 0.3, that's, and
it was 1.6,
and ETH is pumping, so that's very low. But the thing is, with the high fees and the transactions on Ethereum, we're only financing some Ethereum validators, whereas on Pulsechain,
you're financing Toby.
I'm financing Toby. At least that money stays within our own ecosystem. Which
the people.
Yeah, it's a mishpacha kind of a thing, and that is still the best argument for Pulsechain. Continue.
Yeah, dude. I mean, come on. It's like, do we even want to talk about like the dirty fiat that I threw at getting the highest of stakes over the finish line? It's like I'm obviously a huge RH supporter. I love the guy. I love his philosophies. You know, I got a little skeptical of some of him, you know, twerking and all that stuff. It's like I'm older, right? It's like I'm a Gen Xer, so it's like that didn't really work for me. But
didn't
but
twerk
by and large,
for you.
it's like, and like he said, did not twerk for me. But I mean, even in the movie, when he's questioned about that, what's he say? It's that famous line about wanting to be loved. He's excusing that behavior because he's like he's essentially paraphrasing and saying, if I've got to look like a moron, if I got to be the clown to get people to pay attention to this thing that could literally stop wars, change lives, change the monetary system, then I'm gonna do it. And at the end of all that, I want the glory for making that transition. So God bless Richard Hart.
What I would love? Getting back to the charts.
What?
Let's go.
We're waiting. You said what you would love.
To get back to the charts.
Oh, to get back to the charts. Got it. Sorry. Oopsie. All right. This is fun. I like when these things work out this way. This is the weekly chart on Bitcoin. This is the big white parallel channel I've been watching forever and ever and ever. Like way back here is the peak in 2017. It goes back further. Trust me. Here's the double tops in 21, hit the bottom in November of 22, rode up the bottom of the channel and started to finally definitively move its way out. Got this little new top in March of 24 as our death tweet was happening. This was running, and this was right around the time of the halvening. Then, you know, we kind of cooled off a little bit as is expected with the halvening, and you can go back if you're, I don't know who in the world would ever want to watch the old streams about this stuff, but I fucking nailed it. And then we had the run up toward after the election was secure, and we knew Trump was going to be pro-crypto. Cooled off a little bit, another little run up at the inauguration, which we also called, and both of those ping right off the top of that white channel, which we had never ever closed a daily candle above.
Ever.
So then moving forward here in July, Independence Day, we broke above and stayed above for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nearly 6 weeks. We stayed above. These are weekly candles now. Stayed above it. So that was a game changer to me. To me, that gave me a strong indication that, hey, this is not going to, you know, this is not going to continue to be our barrier. We're going to be higher than this. How much higher? I don't know. But because we had been above it for so long, I expected we were going to have some cooling off period, and we did. You know, for the next 3 weeks after that, we had a sell-off, and we got back down here to the 21 EMA, and we started seeing this new channel, right? Because me and my parallel channels, I love them. And we bounced off of that nicely, also right at the 21 EMA, around 107,000 on Bitcoin. Wicked our way up. What happened? Okay. And started nice 3 little soldiers in a row here, marching back up. And right as we speak, we are at $117,400 Bitcoin, which is right at the top of that white channel. As you remember with St. Wolf, I believe it was last week before, I don't know, it all blends together after a while. He was telling us that he was seeing that 115,000 was a pivotal range. He was essentially talking about the same spot. We are now above the 10 moving average, the simple moving average, and we are right at the top of that channel. So key resistance, it's a matter of time before we break it and sustain above it, but it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. If we reject from here, I would not expect that, quite frankly. I think it's going to play out much like this ping-ponging action already. I could see us get up and out of here, maybe a little pullback on the daily, maybe even on the 3-day. But, you know, I could easily see a run in the coming weeks, sometime in October, to around the $140,000 Bitcoin mark. The full measured move of the white channel takes us up around $200,000 Bitcoin. That's what I expect, at least in this run. I think some overexuberance could get us to the 240, 250 mark. Just depends on, you know, what kind of fuckery is going on and who might be front running it. But, you know, as far as in the shorter term, I would expect the 117 area to become support after we break above it, come back to it, either in the short term, in the next few days to a week. Maybe we pop above it, come back down and retest it, and then we go again. Or, you know, we could run up as high as 135, 137, and then we come down and test it again. And at that point, it'd be around 120,000, because remember, the slope is up and to the right. So it would no longer be $117,000 support. The support by late October is going to be around $120,000. So that would be not crazy for the chart to kind of play out that way and then kind of chop as it works its way up there. Could take till December. If you're looking all the way back to the 2017, 2018 bull run, which is more classic. We didn't have the double top that year. We had the classic blow off top in December. If we're going to kind of go back more to that formula, it could be as soon as December, that would make a run just parabolically to 200.
Can I interject a tweet from Bob Lucas here? Because he was trying to chart that, what the future next 2 cycles
there is no chart
would look like, which I thought was very interesting. So he sees this playing out for the future, that we will top out at 170K still this year, and then the bull, so like a Christmas Santa Claus rally, which should lead us to around 160K. That's his top prediction. Also has this channel going up. And then he sees the bear market starting, going all the way back down to the previous cycle top, the 65K, to then make a crazy move. So the real bull run is in 2028, 2029, where it will get rejected at the $1 million mark. Crazy, right?
That would be wild. That would be wild. Yeah, I mean, not outside the realm of possibility.
But it's not outside the realm, and he has been very spot on so far with all of his stuff. So
yeah. So he's been a little more conservative with his call, and it's like I'm thinking 200K. Some people are saying 250. What I'm looking at is 200.
I've read 350. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, so I think we get to 200. And then, if we pull back just and stay above the channel, we're stopping around 125, which is the current all-time high. But if we break back into this channel, it's not outside the realm of possibility. We go back to 70K, 65K, which is like the previous cycle's all-time high, which has happened over time, right? You typically go back and test the previous cycle. Like your lows are the previous cycle's highs. So that's pretty textbook. So
it is.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think everyone would be elated with 200,000 Bitcoin on this cycle. And then the Bulas are going to, gnash their teeth that it doesn't go higher, but it is what it is. So moving along, just looking at HEX by itself, Richard's firstborn son, his beloved child, right? Like his favorite, like come on, in private, it's his favorite. Every parent has a favorite child. So what I love about this chart is that we have been in this gigantic downward parallel channel since the all-time high back in September of 2021, right? And so
nice
so
run.
yes, so it has been consistent. You can't fault it for not being consistent.
A big bull flag.
So this is in the 3-day. We had this big yellow channel kind of inside of our white channel that we've been watching for a while. And then I noticed that we've got this blue channel forming as we're kind of creating higher lows here on April 4th of 25. Again, we had a big tweezer bottom on July 15th of 25, indicating an upturn. Here, another double touch on, this is a 3-day chart on the week of September 11th and September 4th, and a nice big run up for the next 7, 8, 9 days. Had a little bit of an indecision candle on the the last 3-day candle, the current 3-day candle. We're right at the top of this blue channel as we're working our way to the top of the yellow and white channels. Also of note, people, it was the big bad wolf story for years and years, ever since the sacrifice, that BankX had 800 million EHEX. Luckily, that happened after the copies, so they did not also get 800 million PHEX, but they have...
Thank you, Godwell.
Surely, yeah, right, yeah. Hey, everybody makes mistakes, even the Godwell. So, I mean, he might have believed that silver was going to peg this bullshit, whatever. I don't think they ever even launched anything. So, another case of like, fund my thing.
Crazy.
Fund my thing that I'll never create. Come on, trust me. Whatever. So, the deal with this is that I find interesting is that 800 million that was like this big, like ominous cloud that hung over us for so long. They're down to, last I checked, 20 million.
Yep.
So they have steadily
They're
been
sitting
selling
on
that
20
off,
million
even
or
in the
eight.
lows, even down here and down here and down here. They were helping with those lows. They were not crushing the chart because their economic energy was such that they weren't able to do it, right? And they were selling in like 1 million EHEX chunks. They weren't selling like 10, 20 million at a time. So they're down to 20 million. I would love to see them just out entirely. Adios. Good luck with your little silver scammeroonie. Whatever. But that's kind of off of our heads. People are like, oh man, there's all these guys out there. You don't know, man. There's so many sharks and whales, and they've got all this EHEX, and they're just gonna dump. It's like, hold up. You do realize there was a fork of Ethereum, and everyone that was staked or liquid that had EHEX at the time got a copy. So check your privilege there, math bros. Because there's just as much fucking PHEX bounced around out there as EHEX. So if you're scared of EHEXers dumping, you should be scared of PHEXers dumping too. The reality of the matter is, it is a matter of more buyers than sellers, people believing, as Sami likes to say, and not having a bunch of people in here that are happy to get out on a 2x that maybe got in recently. If everybody kind of stays the course, believes, and holds, I think that there are going to be tremendous gains in our very near future. So with that said, EHEX, we're at the top of this blue channel. Out of curiosity, I haven't measured it out yet. If we break the top of this blue channel, where is that going? Let's make that blue so it's consistent. And periwinkle blue. If that breaks out, oh, hey, a confluence. What do you know? If we break the blue channel here in the coming days, that actually takes us right here to where the simple 10-day, is that the 10-day? What is that one? That is the MA2. That's the 10-day. Yeah, the simple 10-day moving average is dipping down right there, and this magenta is the 200 EMA exponential moving average. It's going to bring us right to that, which is going to be around 2x of where we are now. It's 0063. So that would be really interesting to me. That would be the move I'd be looking for if we break this blue channel. The yellow channel's kind of still in play. I mean, we had a lot of touches on the top and the bottom with this significant middle action. I'm not sure how much I have confidence in the measured move of the yellow channel just because it doesn't have the history or the consistency. But if we did break out of that yellow channel, the measured move of that takes us up to about 1.4 cents. What I would be looking at more so, and we can move this over, like if all the, if Bitcoin and Ethereum and everything starts to run November, December, and we follow suit and don't lag considerably, our breakout could come as soon. And all of these channels converge right here in the end of October. So, I mean, we could have a Halloween breakout. If we get the breakout, maybe a retest of the top of the white channel. And just like with Bitcoin, it's like we've never closed above the top of the white channel here. So if we get that breakout and the full measured move, just like on Bitcoin's taking us to 200,000, this is taking us to around 4.5 cents. So you might say, well, shit, that's not all-time high, Toby. That's not great. Well, it doesn't have to stop there. Because at that point, what you got to look at is, where are other supports and resistances on the way up. So you can look across here and you can say, okay, 4.5 cents. Yeah, there is considerable price action around those marks. Next stop would be around 8 cents. We got a little peak up here at around 13 cents. You got another peak up here at around 20 cents. And you got another peak up here around 35 cents where I bought way too much. And then we've got, of course, the all-time high, which is around 52 cents. So, I would say the first step of this, let's see if we can get to a penny.
We need to get to a penny by Halloween. Because
that'd be great, man. I mean,
we need Johnny Chaos back from his dungeon with all these rules that he's bringing.
I think it's really, really cool, and I think it's not outside the realm of possibility that we can get to a penny by then, and we'd be well on our way. So it'd be interesting to see how that plays out. So moving on to HEX, the new HEX, right? The new and improved by some people's standard. Let's see, where did this guy go? Get back out of here! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it, man.
Well, Richard tweeted about a 10,000x also. Interesting which hex he meant with that. Like to do another EHEX 10,000x or to do a PHEX 10,000x from the lows, which would be incredible.
Yeah, I mean, we can do the math on that real quick. That should be pretty easy. Papa, you got your calculator?
$36.
The calculator of doom, $36.
The lows,
there you have it.
according to this chart, it was 002991. Anyone? You're gonna make me do it. All right.
That's right, Hexander.
229.
Quick maths. Come on, Toby.
$20.
91. What was that? $29?
Yeah. I thought it was 36, but okay.
No. Yeah, $29.91. So about $30. So yeah, I don't think anybody would be squawking if PX got to $30. I think everyone would be quite happy with that. So here's the entire life of PX, and also here's one of my arguments. I just did a little Twitter rant on this because I don't know if he's trolling. I don't know if he's like if he's just getting cynical and then getting optimistic and getting cynical again. I mean the long bear market can really take it out of you. So God bless T-Bird, friend of mine, friend of the show. Look forward to going back on his show and talking to him sometime. But he's been a little cynical at times. And I was replying to one of his tweets, and my thinking was bolstering what I said earlier about these tablets really having a bigger impact on EHEX than HEX initially. And when people are looking at charts, it's like when we look at the EHEX chart, it's like people look at the previous all-time high. Yeah, the chart's wrecked, whatever. All of them are wrecked if you think about it. It's like, none of them are great from their launch. Or from their all-time high, excuse me. So if you're looking at that, I think at the time I looked at it, which was earlier today, from the current price to the previous all-time high on just the EHEX chart, you're looking at about 186x. So people that are going to take a flyer on something and throw $100, $1,000 at it and think, hey, maybe it can get back to its all-time high with all this marketing, whatever else, and it's easier to get in, they're more likely, in my opinion, to take that chance on EHEX. Now you go through all the hoops to get over to PHEX, and you're like, okay, well, we're only like a 3.3x away from the all-time high of PHEX. So, is it worth all that hassle to get over there and is it even going to get back to the all-time high? I don't know. So I think it's not only going to get back to the all-time high, I think it's going to crush it. I think, even if we're at 1-to-1, I could see us easily being at 52 cents if we're in a 1-to-1 ratio on both. And then effectively you've got HEX at $1 if you like the combination thing. But I think, personally, we're going much higher than that. I'm hanging on for higher than that. But just looking at the charts, we had this big upsloping, ascending yellow parallel channel. We fell out of that in December of 24, started working our way down. March of 25, we actually broke out of it and then started down this white channel, broke up out of the white channel, made pretty much the full measured move. And then we've had this downward sloping green parallel channel since then, which I was speculating was potentially a big bull flag, right? So this is the flagpole, that's the flag. And then last week when we were looking at this is on the daily. So about a week ago, we were near the top of the channel and we've kind of rolled over and we're about around the midline now. So, PHEX has not been performing as well. That's why the ratio between EHEX and PHEX has been shrinking. Does it get some support here on the midline and start to curl its way back up? Or does it continue to work its way down to test the bottom? Again, if it goes down to test the bottom of its current channel, you're looking at 007. If it curls its way back up, it's going to have to break the top of its channel, which is a penny. Penny's been a tough break lately for PHEX to get and sustain above. But if it does do that, the measured move of that bull flag that we're anticipating gets us up to about 3.5 cents, right? So, and that would be in relatively short order. This wouldn't be something that you'd have to wait till the end of the year on. I think that could very easily happen, sometime early October if we really make a definitive move up and start pushing and these marketing devices really start to have a real world impact.
Shout out to T-Bird though, because, we've seen capitulation. Good Texture was another one, although he may have just faked it, but still.
Oh, T-Bird's not going anywhere. He didn't capitulate. Yeah. He's just complaining. T-Bird's not going anywhere, trust me.
Shout out to everybody who is still here because this shit is not easy. It's been a very long...
It's not for the faint of heart.
Speaking of long and not easy, can we get 4 more tokens done in 5 minutes, Toby? We're running out of...
Is your Senna working through you, Papa?
My Senna is working through me. My stool softeners are kicking in. I need to.
Grandpa's got to get to the toilet.
Outro to get to.
Moving right along. Okay, so that was the one we already looked at. That beautiful Head and Shoulders that many will have as nightmares.
Salute to the real Hexicans.
Pulse is a little boring.
I'm rage quitting. This is the one for me. I'm sorry. I'm too tired.
Goodbye, Peter.